What is wrong with our youth today? What is really happening to them? Is it a lack of discipline, or the fact that we do not account, or we are not accountable for the actions that we put out? This is the Perspective with L on the Stiff Culture podcast. Let's dive into this conversation. Now, lately, there has been videos circulating on social media about younger people or youth guys making some derogatory statements or insulting remarks towards some elderly people in society or some people of authority. Just recently, the Asantema had the funeral of their late Queen Mother, and then they had the funeral rites just last week. Just between this funeral rights thing, just a week, there has been videos circulating about people making very insulting comments, young guys talking anyhow towards somebody like Otumfuo, the Asante King. It is very disrespectful, very dishonorable, and very immature. Now, the first video of this Mustafa guy, people are saying that there's a statement that has come out that he's mentally unstable. Fine. But then, when consequences come, do not use that as an excuse. Because we all know something that we say, that ignorance is not an excuse. Not knowing something is not an excuse, and the law will deal with you. So in the same way, if whatever he said could have been something that can cause him a death penalty, would you say that because he was mentally unstable, the consequences wouldn't have come upon him? No, you can't say that. At least with his condition, we would consider. What about the younger boys, the Takrady boys, who also made a video? And with this one of them was even bold enough to tell his friend that mention the name. Be bold and mention the name. That is very immature. These are young boys, maybe teenagers. I'm not sure, they might even be in their 20s. What have you seen in life? What do you know? But then, because of the availability of social media open to you, you have the internet, you can just do anything you like. I listened to something our president said at the ongoing UN General Assembly. Very brilliant remarks. Very, very, I feel everyone should listen to what he said. He touched on a lot of things that I believe that they are very important to society. And these are things that we should be looking at in our current state as a country. Because our youth are becoming indisciplined. I am a youth as well. And I am saying this. We are becoming indisciplined. There's a difference between acting immature or misbehaving and holding officials or people of authority accountable for what they do. Those are two different things. You see that now young people can just say anything and go scot-free. Nobody will punish you. Nobody will do anything to you. Look, in the 90s or some years ago, if you were a person and you do something wrong, you pay the price for it. I remember something I did when I was in high school. I wasn't wrong actually. It wasn't like I did anything bad. But there was one literature English teacher who was doing her national service. She was teaching, and then one of the class, she came talking very harshly to the students in the class. Yes, we are lazy, we are not doing this, we are being this. And then I just made a statement that we are all not perfect. That is all I said. I'm talking of in high school. Look, I had to pay the price for that. In as much as I didn't disrespect or mean to say anything that might be disrespectful to her, but the fact that she took offense to it, I took account for whatever I said, and I had to pay a price for it. I was sent to the staff common room if I would be punished, but I made my statement clear. I presented whatever I said to the general disciplinary committee or teachers, and I was left alone to go, based on the fact that I had a purpose or a reason for saying this, and the fact that they knew me for something. Later, the madam became like a friend. We became quite close. But look, in today's world, every young person has a phone. At least majority have phones. We just put anything out there. We just say anything anyhow. Ladies who just completed high school last week, putting videos out there, they are coming for their people's husbands and all these things. Are we reasoning? Are we thinking of tomorrow? Or because we have the youthful exuberance, we think that we can just do anything we like. When we grow, we will change. No. There's a price to pay. So if you don't act right today, you'll pay the price tomorrow. I also feel the government should bring out some laws to mitigate some of these things happening. I think juvenile correctional centers should be revamped. When you do something out of the laws or against our societal norms, there's a difference between the law, the constitution, and then societal norms. We have culture in our settings. We have tradition. We have culture. A young person, you don't even have the right, you not get mind to talk against an older person, let alone somebody in authority like Otumfuo. Who are you? Who are you? As a young person, who are you? What have you achieved in life? To talk anyhow just because you have the chance to use a phone. You have this small data. The internet you are using, this man can buy 500 million times what you even have. And you think you can just talk anyhow? It's not just because it's Otumfuo. No. I'm not even talking because it is the king or Asante Hene. No. Generally, as a young person, if your father is being insulted by your own mate, would you be happy about that? So what are we doing as a society? What are we teaching ourselves now? Let's be accountable for the things we do and say. The president really said this thing, that social media has become a doom to us rather than something that should have become a benefit. So please, let's take into consideration these things. Let's pay particular attention to some of these things. You know, when the younger ones do make mistakes like that, let's not say that, oh, yeah, no. Pay the price, no matter how small it is. Reprimand them. Let them feel the full consequence of their actions. Then they know whatever happens. You can't act wrong now and then come and then apologize tomorrow. No. If there was an action, or there was this kind of if you do this, this happens to you. I don't think a lot of people will act some way. As soon as you talk anyhow, something falls on you. Would you talk that way? You won't. So why would you start and come and apologize later? What are you thinking? Odrian Hussein, like, what do you think? As a young person, how do you think? So let's look at this. Let's make things right for ourselves. And let's make our nation a better place.